Alright, this is Vegeta8259, and today we're going to be reviewing the SD God Gundam. And this is the relatively newer version. There is an older version of SD God Gundam that's not nearly as good looking and not nearly as posable as this one. And right off the bat, I recommend getting the G Generation Neo version. Anyway, this is what it's going to look like straight out of the box with no paint whatsoever. And I have applied all the stickers to it. So for colors, you're going to get standard Gundam colors, red, white, blue, yellow, and some gray for the joints. But of course, in God Gundam's case, you get clear orange. Now, the only thing about colors that disappoints me is that the front skirts have big blue stickers right there, and it really doesn't match up with the blue on the rest of the kit, so that kind of bugs me, but then again, not really, because I'm going to be painting it anyway. So, articulation-wise, his head it can't rotate. It can go about that far until his chin hits the little Gatling guns on his shoulders there. But it can go up and down just a little bit, side to side a little bit. It's on a ball joint, but not much movement for the head, just back and forth a bit. The arms, however, are much better than your average SD kit. There's actually a joint down inside the torso that lets the arms come all the way forward, like so. So you'll be able to pull off lots of nice kung fu poses for your SD God Gundam. And of course, the arms can rotate 360. They're on a peg, but you want to be careful of these wings back here. They don't go out very far because of the shoulder armor. They come out about that far. The shoulder arm is connected to the upper arm with a ball joint, so it can wiggle around. If you were to pop that off, the arm could come out a lot further. It could go a full 90 degrees. But with the shoulder armor on there, it really limits the mobility. The elbow joint is double jointed, but you really can't get more than about 90 degrees out of the elbow there. It's got, I don't know. It just seems like a waste of a double joint when it can only bend about that far. But there is rotation at the elbow, so it can rotate there. And this arm keeps coming out of the peg. Anyway, these little yellow claws on the back of the arm guard can go up and down for the super mode, or hyper mode, I can't remember which one. Anyway, he comes with 4 sets of hands, and all of them are on ball joints, so they can all rotate and wiggle. Another thing about colors that bugs me about this kit is that all of the hands are molded in clear orange, even the ones that, even though he only comes with one hand in the God finger pose, all the other hands, like the pointing finger, the hand holding his beam saber, and this strange pose, which comes with a lot of SD kits, I still haven't figured out what it's supposed to mean, are all molded in clear orange, which just bugs me. I wish he had some gray hands. But if you have the Master Grade God Gundam, or actually I suppose you could use the Master Grade hands from Shining Gundam as well, maybe not the green Shining Finger, but the other ones, they will fit in the sockets for the SD kits. You can use the Master Grade hands from God Gundam on this kit and the SD Shining Gundam, so if you have those kits, you can switch out the hands, so give you a little more options there. For waist articulation, the waist rotates, but you're gonna have to be careful. I'm not even sure if it's gonna go 360. Yeah, it'll go 360, but you're gonna have to pull that peg out a little bit and really be careful that you don't knock this backpack off. Unless you take the backpack off, then the waist will rotate no problem. The front skirts are on a kind of a hinge together, so they move forward and back. The back skirts don't move. The legs are actually not attached at the hip. The legs are actually attached to the side skirt. There's a peg, the side skirt goes into the hip, and then the leg goes under the side skirt, so the legs can go out about that far out to the side, which is actually really good for a SD kit. And then when you move the front skirts, the legs can go forward, and they can go back, and probably more than I'm bending them, but anyway, there's rotation at the side skirt and where the leg connects to the side skirt. The feet are on a ball joint, so they can go side to side, forward and back, and rotate 360. So lots of really nice posability for the legs on these G Gundam SD kits. Well, God Gundam and Shining Gundam anyway. All the other ones are older SD kits from like the mid-90s, which aren't nearly as posable as this one. Now, to put God Gundam in his hyper mode, it's pretty easy. You just have to fold out these little yellow claws on his arm guards, and then the core lander, the wings will spread out until they're pretty even, like so. And then, rather than this chest piece flipping open, they actually provide you with a spare. As you can see, it's got the little jewel in there with a green sticker for it. They give you a spare chest piece that is in an open position. And put the head back on, and there you go. Now you've got God Gundam in hyper mode. And, yeah. That's actually about it. I'm surprised it took so little time. And of course he's got his beam saber, which actually, now that I think about it, this whole piece is probably going to have to be painted because his hand's going to have to be gray, and then I believe God Gundam's beam sabers are green, or I don't know, they were green. The Master Grade has green beam sabers, but I think they were pink in the show. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched G Gundam. Anyway, I forgot to show you the core lander. It does come out, and the wings just fold up. The cockpit kind of rotates backwards, and there you go. This is what Domon would fly around in when God Gundam was in a lake or covered up by trees or wherever it happened to be hiding before the Gundam fight. So anyway, that's about it for the SD God Gundam review. It's actually a really nice kit. Not expensive. I think I got this for $6 or $7 maybe. Not much at all. So definitely a good representation of the God Gundam. So the next time you see this kit, I will have painted it a bright, brilliant gold. And I guess I'll just do a second review for my hyper mode SD God Gundam. So, I will see you guys next time.